Hello dears, I'm Hengame and in this post I want to teach you a very delicious, easy and crispy pistachio cheesy kunafe dessert with all the tips and techniques. In order to make desserts or sweets, first we need to melt the butter and extract buttermilk to get pure butter. First we let the butter melt with medium heat and the impurities of the butter are separated. We call this substance formed on the top of melted butter buttermilk. Now we have two ways to remove buttermilk. The first way is that when the butter is melted, we put it in a freezer. The buttermilk does not freeze, but the butter freezes. After the butter freezes, we can remove the buttermilk from the top of the butter with a knife. The second way is the way that I show you in the video. Let the butter boil and some of the impurities evaporate. Another part of the impurities burns and settles at the bottom of the butter and the rest of the impurities are on the top of the butter. Pass the butter through a strainer to separate the buttermilk. This way you will have pure butter. To make sugar syrup or golden syrup for sweets and desserts, pour 1 cup of water into 2 cups of sugar in a pot under medium heat. And let the sugar dissolve slowly in the water without using a spoon, so that your syrup does not become sugary at all. And also, the sugar must be dissolved in the water before the water boils. And if the water boils before the sugar dissolves, take 2 handles of the pot and turn the pot until the sugar dissolves. Until the sugar dissolves in the syrup, I'll provide some explanations about the importance of syrup. Syrup plays a crucial role in various culinary applications due to its ability to add sweetness, moisture, and flavor to dishes and beverages. In baking, syrup acts as a natural sweetener and helps to retain moisture, resulting in softer and more flavorful cakes, cookies, and pastries. Additionally, syrup is essential in the production of beverages, where it serves as a base for cocktails, smoothies, and flavored drinks, enhancing their taste and texture. Moreover, syrup is often used in confectionery to coat candies and create glossy glazes for cakes and pastries, adding both sweetness and visual appeal. Overall, syrup is a versatile ingredient that adds depth and richness to a wide range of culinary creations. Now let's move on to preparing the sugar syrup. Pay attention. After the sugar dissolves, you can use wooden spoon. Add 2/4 of a teaspoon of acid citric or lemon juice to the syrup. Of course, it is better to use citric acid. And then add half a spoon of glucose. Adding glucose is optional and helps make your sweets and desserts shiny. Then let your syrup boil for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, add your favorite essence. Here I added a spoon of rose water and a teaspoon of saffron. Then let your syrup boil for another 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, then turn off the gas. Be aware that the syrup will thicken after cooling. If your syrup is too thick, it will not penetrate the sweets or desserts. And if it is too thin, it will soften your sweets. Make sure to stick to the exact minutes and proportions I mentioned in video so you don't run into any issues. The concentration of your syrup is so important, and it should be the same as the syrup in the film. Like this. This is 100 grams of kunafe noodles that I have chopped. Now we add 100 grams of pure melted butter to it. And with help of hands or a spoon, we completely coat the kunafe noodles with butter. You know, this Lebanese Arabic dessert is actually part of a family of Turkish baklava and Arabic baklava. I mix all the kunafe noodles with butter perfectly. Set aside as much pistachio powder as you like. Then grease the frying pan with butter. Then put the kunafe noodles to the bottom of the dish and press it well with a spoon. Just press it perfectly. Then pour the pistachio powder and then pour 1/3 of a cup of mozzarella cheese on the pistachios. Try not to let the cheese go to the corner of the dish because it becomes liquid and stick to the corner of your dish and it becomes difficult to turn the knafeh. Then pour the rest of the kunafe and then you can tighten and compress it well with the end of the glass. After that, put the pan on a gas with medium heat until our kunafe changes color. Be aware that kunafe burns quickly. Then we take a dish and place the knafeh on the dish and turn the knafeh so that the other side of the knafeh will cook as well. Then while the knafeh is hot, we add sugar syrup to it. And after the kunafe cools down a little, you can serve it. And this is your delicious crispy kunafe.